the mother from Dexter's Laboratory, where it's like the head's always just cut off.
No, that's good. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Off the Rails.
Well, I 100% approve
Monday.
of your spook voice because we all know that after July 4th is immediately Halloween season.
Absolutely.
I'm just concerned.
Why?
Why'd you use your spook voice?
I don't know. I felt like it was a feeling I had.
Understandable.
And sometimes you just got to go with that feeling and enjoy it.
Just write it out, and
Just write it out.
wherever you end up is where you are.
Yeah.
It was a spooky, scary feeling that sent shivers up his spine.
Yeah. It's a monster mash.
That's delicious.
I know. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
delicious.
This guy's never had PBR before.
Never
That's
had
all I'm
PBR.
saying.
Mind,
no.
honestly. I'm a Marine who has never had a PBR.
I know.
Because in the
That's
Marine Corps,
un-American.
I only drank liquor.
You know what's funny is like when we were younger, PBR was considered like the cheap beer like that nobody wanted to drink.
I've drank it for a long time, but it also was like a hipster beer for a while, and I also was a hipster for a while.
What?
Repeat
that sentence?
I think there was a stroke halfway through
Yeah.
that.
I guess I still definitely am a hipster about a lot of things.
I was
But,
say that, yeah.
huh?
That's okay.
I mean, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I like what I like, and I liked it before you did. But
Oh, okay.
Okay, hipster.
but no, like I've drank PBR for a long time, and I've always been a fan of it. It's a good. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's a good. It's better than.
How much did that cost?
It was for a 6-pack is like $8. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's $1 more than the 6-pack of Busch Light. So, why not have it?
We didn't have Busch Light. We had Busch.
Okay, it was as $1 more than Busch. You see, the weird thing is, it was the same as Natty Light. A 6-pack of Tallboy Natty Lights was the same as this.
Yeah, Natty Light is like gotten.
I
The
know.
price has gone up.
It's weird because I've always thought of Natty Light as like piss water beer that you go buy
Yeah.
230s of because you can get 230s for less than $20.
I mean, just because the price went up doesn't mean it's not still piss water.
Well, I'm just
I
saying.
know. It's just
That's
it's,
what I.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. That was the beer that I would go
They
buy
just want
people
more
and
money.
pocket the rest of the money. Like
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Oh, here's $40. Go buy us a couple 30s." You go buy 2 30s and Natty. You got change left over, and you just right in your pocket.
Yeah. Do you remember my first beer run?
Probably not, because I was probably drunk if you had to go on a beer run.
No, it was because it was the day I turned 21.
Okay.
And so you guys set me on like a. It was like popping my cherry,
Uh huh.
and I got all the way because you know where we lived. I drove all the way to that gas station in Uliga.
huh.
Got there, left my ID at
Oh,
home.
you fucking nerd!
And I was like, crap.
fucking nerd.
So I had to drive all the way back, grab it, and drive all the way back.
Oh, that's the worst.
It was either I left my ID or I left the money, one of the two.
I mean, you need both,
Yeah.
especially when
And
you're
so
21.
I had to make 2 trips out there just to go get it. And I came back, and that's when I double fisted a beer, like 2 beers. Like I
Uh-huh.
opened them both and just.
chugged it.
This one I had my Cookie Monster shirt, and it
Uh-huh.
just like went all down the front of my
I,
shirt.
I do remember that part, but I do not remember the
Yeah.
incident of you going to get beer.
No, I got there and I was like, crap. And
Was
so
it before we started like drinking heavily?
Yeah.
I think it was because the drinking heavily is why I don't really remember it.
Yeah, because I couldn't drink heavily yet because
No.
I had to go get it.
Yeah,
And I was a responsible drinker.
Sometimes I was.
I was all the time. I was so.
I don't think I ever really drove drunk. I don't ever.
I've
really
driven
drive
drunk one time, and it was my wedding night,
Ooh,
my second wedding night.
second wedding night.
I don't even think my wife knows this.
Oh, I drove drunk once this year.
Uh-oh.
It was my best friend's wedding though, and it was like to get back to the after party, and everyone. It was because like it was a shit show, and then the other time. It was probably it was like 2018 where I was like made the cognitive decision where I was like, I'm fucking drunk. I shouldn't be driving. And I drove across downtown Tulsa. And then when I got to where I was going, because I was going over to, I was leaving from like the Rabbit Hole area. So over by McNelly's and El Guapo's, like the restaurants over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went over to the Vanguard, so over by Kane's Ballroom. And you know when you how they have the diagonal parking across
Yeah.
from Kane's Ballroom, but there's that curb that's really fucking tall. I ran my fucking front end of the Honda Civic like up on that curve, and then was just like, oops, and then backed up, and then when I backed up, it ripped the bumper like off the car, and I was just like, I'm Ubering home later. Yeah, that was great.
Mine was just like we had the whole ceremony thing, and one of my wife's friends was like, "Hey, I got $100 on a tab. You just get as many drinks as you want." And then other people were like, "Oh, let's take shots together." So I was like, "Okay." And my whole plan was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have 2, maybe 3 drinks, and then I'll be done."
Yeah.
I ended up having like 10 or 11, and we were like, "Well, crap, we gotta get home." And so me and my wife drove separately to get there. And I was like, she was like, "Are you okay to drive?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
I'm totally fine.
But I remember I was like,
really stone facing it, just
Yeah.
like I can do this.
like
I
my
can do
eyes
this.
were like wanting to shut, but I was like, I had to like keep them like this just so I could focus on the road.
super squint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I got the 10 and 2 the whole way. I was like, and I'm pretty sure I passed like 4 cops. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble.
Butthole puckered.
Yeah. But I made it back home safely, passed out, and then we drove to Arkansas the next morning, go to a cabin.
Nice. Sounds like a fancy little honeymoon.
Yeah, it was nice out there too.
I plead the fifth on any crimes I may or may not have committed.
Hey, mine was 4 years ago. I'm good.
Statute of limitations is like 7 years, but whatever.
I mean, they
But
have
you got to get caught in the first place.
yeah,
You didn't get caught,
yeah.
so.
They can't do it after.
Regardless.
They can't be like, oh, you said you drove drunk 4 years ago. Yeah, you're under arrest.
Rip.
Me, I'm just telling a funny story. You don't know my life.
Yeah, I'm a comedian. This is
Yeah, this
improv.
is all fictional. This is all fiction.
I lie like 98% of the time.
Nothing that's ever came out of my mouth in this podcast has been actually factual. I never went to San Diego.
No, I've never been to Florida.
I've never owned a hat.
I don't even.
Wore a hat. I've never worn a hat. I've never sat in a chair.
This isn't my clothes.
This shirt belongs to.
This isn't my skin.
It just peels off my flesh.
Whoosh.
Oh, so gnarly. Oh man.
So anyway, you had a story that you wanted to tell about.
I've been putting off
pooch?
this story of my dog Toby.
For about a week.
For about 3 days.
Yeah. About a week.
But so
a
I had a pit bull mix, kind of like a more of a Dalmatian looking dog.
He's a pit bull collie mix.
Was he?
Yep,
I don't know.
Sounds like a lot of different dogs.
He was a big boy.
he was.
A good big
From
boy.
the side, he looked like his.
He had a
in-
pit bull head.
in Jurassic Park. Like he looked like his head looked like the T-Rex head. Like
Interesting.
He had a
he
beefy
had that
head.
like skin that just like hung down right there, and like he had that profile of a freaking T-Rex. And he was beefy.
But he was such a sweetheart.
He was
He would
the-
literally play with frogs and like butterflies.
He was a lap dog. Like he would just like if you laid on the couch, he would hop up there with you and just lay down and go to sleep.
The bestest boy. But
The
so
bestest boy.
the bestest boy.
That's boy with an I.
All boys are with eyes.
So it was my childhood dog. I
eyes.
don't even know what age I got him. I was pretty young. But when we were, I'm trying to remember when we had to get. I think it's when we moved to Houston, Texas. We had to get rid of him.
Probably.
No.
No.
Because no, it was before that.
Yeah, it was before that.
Let's see. What was before? What was before Henderson?
Tyler.
Was it Tyler? Was it? Could we not have a dog in Tyler?
I don't know. You had him at that house in Tyler.
We had him in Granbury. So we had him in Tyler. What was before Tyler and Henderson?
Granbury.
Wait, was Granbury after Tyler?
No, before.
I'm trying.
Unless you lived there twice.
I'm trying to remember why. Trying to remember why we had to get rid of Toby. It was definitely like a situation of we were a place that we could not have a dog. I think it's when we moved to Henderson we couldn't have the dog for some reason.
In that house?
No, because we had the wiener dog. We had
Yeah, that weird little thing.
yeah, Izzy.
Yeah.
So no, we could have dogs. It was a house. It was our house. Of course we could have a fucking dog.
The house was nice too.
I'm trying to remember. There was a reason. So for some reason we had to get rid of Toby. We gave him to somebody that we thought we could trust. because we were going a place and they wouldn't allow dogs. For the life of me, I can't remember where it was. I swear it was Houston, Texas.
Dad, I know you watched the YouTube video.
Yeah,
Comment below and
yeah,
let
you'll
us
tell
know
us.
where it was.
Yeah, fix the storyline.
For once, comment. Jesus.
Yeah.
For once, like. God dang.
Yeah, for the love of God, please. I'm tired of having to be the only one that does that at 4 a.m.
I do it too now.
Okay. But
Trying to get that analytics up.
so at some point we had to get rid of him because we just couldn't have a dog, and then we moved to Henderson, Texas, like 3 years later. Like a good time, like 3 years go by. We haven't seen this dog. We have Izzy, a little wiener dog, cutest little thing, aggressive as a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
will attack anything, bring in birds, kill rats, kill
Dog
snakes
was a
or
little
whatever.
shit.
Yeah, a little shit. And one day, I don't remember if it was just Dad or if it was Dad and my mom, but they go to the dump, and they just go to get rid of some shit, and then apparently they spot a really skinny, malnourished dog. You can see the ribs. Its face is swollen. It has a bullet hole in its head. And it was fucking Toby. Like 3 years later, we found Toby like near death, bitten by what we think is like a rattlesnake, and like just malnourished and everything. No, it wasn't a bullet hole in the face. I think it was in the ribs or something.
No, Dad said it was in his head.
Was it in the head?
Yeah.
I think it was like in the cheek or something.
Damn it.
But and at this point, like they see him. I'm not with them. I'm at home. I'm at home with my friends, like in my house. I think I have my girlfriend, and I have my friend and my friend's girlfriend all at my house right now. We're just like playing pool.
Orgy.
I want to say that we're like 14 at the time.
Okay.
13 or 14.
That's about the time I was having sex.
That's about the time I was having
orgies.
I was thinking that's about the time I was having orgies.
I mean, you had that sweet sauna shower thing.
We did have. Oh, I never had sex in the show. God, I have to move. I have to
did.
buy that house back.
I mean, no, I didn't.
But so me and my girlfriend and my friend and my friend's girlfriend. I believe that's who it is. It may have just been me and my girlfriend and then her friend at the time. We're just playing pool and shooting the shit like in the game room, and then next thing I know, my parents walk in like super like just stone faced, and I just look down and I see my childhood dog. Like it looks like a couple minutes from death. Like it
Right,
looks
yeah.
horrible. I'm just sitting there like hand shaking, like going to pet it. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Like it looks like someone had just abused this dog. And I'm just saying like hand shaking, like hey Toby, like tears pouring down my face. And yeah, we got him back to full health. He like gained the weight back, skin like
Yeah, because
went back normal.
whenever I came down, like he was looking
He looked
really
great.
good.
He looked great for like he was like an over 10-year-old dog, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was like 12 or 13. And he looked amazing. He moved amazing. He was fine. And then I think at that point we had like moved to Houston, Texas, and then
I was about
gave
to
him
say
some
what
away.
was the end of that? Of him?
I don't even recall. I think I locked it out of my memory. I mean he's dead now. I mean it's
I
been
would
a long
assume so.
time.
Yeah.
But
He comes walking up to my house at like
he just
30
scratches
years.
at the door right
He's like
now.
a 30-year-old dog. Like,
Toby,
hey,
his 30-year-old dog looks like he did before. Like perfect.
Crazy. That'd blow my mind.
I've been looking for you guys.
He realized that
His bark is just this roof, roof.
He just has like That's why I find out like I have it like a mortal demon dog. Be badass.
He
But
just
no.
comes up. He's like, "What's up, bitch?"
But no, I mean, it was the weirdest thing of like after 3 years for like
Yeah.
almost forgetting about this dog. Like
Well, just
in-
being in a random spot of a dump.
yeah, being and like me like being in a different part of the state.
Yeah.
Like whole different lifestyle and everything. Like don't even have the same mindset because I've like hit puberty and everything now, and all of a sudden I'm seeing my childhood.
Did
dog
you?
Again. Yeah,
Did you hit puberty?
at 13 and 14. Yeah.
I don't know. Still got that prepubescent beard.
That's why I started playing football and I got
Voice
jacked.
hasn't dropped.
And I was jacked as a motherfucker.
I mean, you can be jacked as a little kid.
Like a little Hercules.
Yeah.
That's a rarity. That's
You
a
don't have
kid-
to hit puberty to
That's a
get,
kid that
to get
was
muscle.
given something.
You don't have to hit puberty to get
I, was
muscle.
dead. I had already had sex at that point.
That doesn't mean you hit puberty.
I mean, it does if I ejaculated.
Not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
No.
That's like the point of puberty is like that's the point that you can now start doing that.
I don't think so.
You can't do that before.
We'll have to fact check this.
But go ahead.
You can have orgasms, you can't ejaculate.
You can't ejaculate, no, because your body's not producing sperm yet. There is no ejaculate to come out.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to go into more detail?
You're the one who's gonna have that on your Google history.
That's true, yeah.
Let's see.
Can little kids ejaculate?
Can you orgasm before hitting puberty? Oh God. Here we go.
Wow.
FBI
Oh,
guy.
that's
Yeah, FBI guy for real. Oh my god.
okay. Hold on. Here we go. Steady health. Oh my gosh, these are all just like forums. I don't want.
About people talking about little kids ejaculating.
This one was like, I'm 14. Blah blah. I'm like, oh, why you?
So he's past puberty. I'm 14 and I'm shooting big loads, motherfucker. There's a bunch of teenage boys.
Here's the
bragging.
people also search for how to hit puberty faster. At what age can a boy get turned on?
Okay, that's a predator.
What age does a boy start producing sperm? There we go.
Well,
10 or 12. 10 to 12.
puberty, yeah.
That's not puberty.
That Google age of puberty. Coincidence. They're the same years. Crazy. I'll probably be like 11 to like 14 or something. But I think it's by standard like 11 to 12.
Nah, yeah, average age for a boy is 12.
Yeah. Crazy. It's around.
It's completely normal for puberty to begin at any point from the ages of 8 to 14.
Mm-hmm.
Holy guacamole.
I'm fucking as a 9-year-old.
I have an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah, it's hormones in the food. That's what causes
Great.
Yep.
Keep 'em away
can
from
happen.
plastic.
Yeah,
But
can.
We're going in a direction where especially girls, are reaching puberty
Later.
much faster. Like that's how you see there's been girls who are 8 years old who have been pregnant in the past 10 years. Like
I didn't know about that. I didn't want to know about that.
It's food hormones, man. Makes
I mean, I
shit
believe
happen way
that, yeah.
sooner than what it's
I always
supposed
okay. So there's always that wives' tale of like caffeine may like stunt your growth.
to. Mm-hmm.
That's like not true.
No,
Like
it's like-
your height is determined by genetics, not by anything you put in your body.
That's what your parents tell you, so you don't drink fucking soda when you're a little kid.
I
so
know,
you
but
don't
I was
stay
like
hyped up all the time.
before like 18. I was like drinking 2 liters of Mountain Dew a day.
Well,
That's just bad for
see,
your body. That's just
Well,
bad.
What's
see-
crazy is like that was when I was like my thinnest too.
Dad was giving me coffee all the time, and clearly, I mean, stunted.
No,
Yeah, it's my
not-
mother.
Well,
My
and,
mother. it's
and
my
your
mother's-
father.
No, I'm saying it's my mother's genetics.
Well, and your father. I'm
He's
taller
tall-
than he is.
He debates that.
Well, it's been proven.
But my mother is much like I'm shorter than my dad, and I'm
your
shorter
mother's a
than, I'm
Smurf,
taller than my mom. Yeah,
And
and I'm literally like the middle height of them. If you take their height and take the average, it's me.
so you have Smurf, Oompa Loompa, average.
Here's the thing: my dad's 6'3" and my mom's 5'3", but I'm 6'2".
My dad is 5'9". My mom is 5'4", 5'5". No, I think she's 5'6", and I'm 5'10".
I've got
So let's hear how soda stunts your growth.
I'm 5'5" and a half.
I bypassed both my parents. Actually, my uncle's like 6'1", so
I do have uncles who are 6'4". I've got cousins who are 6'4". I think I've got one who's 6'5" as well. So I'm not even the tallest of.
I wish I could have got. I mean, granted, he's not like blood, but Grandpa Stickles.
Oh my god, yeah, his height. Give me.
He's like
give me that
6'12".
height. Yeah,
That's 7 foot, but still.
I was just saying, yeah, 6'12". Oh, funny how that.
Fine, he's 6'11". Jesus Christ.
He's 6'15".
No, he is
He's
tall. though.
3'6'9".
I don't know how tall exactly he is, but he's tall.
He's probably like 6'7".
Yeah, he's
He's a
tall.
lanky guy.
But Grandma's like
He still
5.
moves well for his age.
But
too.
Grandma's 5'1".
Yeah. She goes like his knee. That's how I imagine in my head every time. It's just like He's like in the cartoon of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. He's the tall one. Like you can only see the knees below, and she's just like holding a hand.
Like anytime like they get in an argument, he's like, "Woman, I could literally like destroy you. I just have to lift a leg and you're done."
Because half of her body sucks.
I will put you on top of the refrigerator, and that's it. You can't
Yeah,
get down.
you can't get down. You're stuck.
I will say I got the random blonde hair like that like just came.
Yeah,
from
yours
somewhere.
stayed after puberty. Like I had blonde hair when I was a kid, but it turned darker as I hit puberty.
See, but you have more of your mother's hair.
And she's got lighter hair too.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like more of a dirty blonde?
Yeah,
I feel like she puts color in it.
I don't know what she does,
I'm pretty sure she colors it.
but
So I don't know what.
I mean, she still has lighter colored hair, but my uncle has dark, like almost black hair. So
Yeah, I don't know why like the gene of like
But, like,
blonde
my-
hair, super fair skin, and like bluish green eyes is like passing through everybody right
my
now.
beard is like multicolored though. Like I have blonde right here,
I can see blonde, and
Red
then, like,
right here.
up around here.
and then brown right here.
Well, it looks like you have blonde roots, and then it goes out to like brown.
Yeah, it's weird. I have
I mean, I have
multicolored
blonde.
hair.
Well, mine goes from blonde to red, so mine's even weirder. Like, that's not that.
not too far off from blonde.
No, but it looks weird when that's the fade.
But I mean, that's just such is life.
Yeah. But the genetics in the family right now are definitely like turning into like
I think
my complexion.
Our parents, granted we have separate moms,
Yeah.
they mixed with dad, who has red hair, who looks like
so now it's just all fucked up.
Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah,
He does.
he does.
He looks almost identical to Danny Bonaducci.
He is Danny Bonaducci, actually.
Damn it.
But then like your mom, she has like darker colored hair, but still kind of red.
Yeah. It's
And
like,
then my mom has lighter colored hair, so it's like dad is like the odd one out. Like he's the reason why we have weird colored hair.
and now I'm the odd one now.
You are the odd one. You're the only one with blonde hair.
Your kids. We'll see if they turn to brown.
Yeah,
Though.
I mean,
They
was
might
blonde,
do what
like
you
I said,
did.
I was blonde when I was a kid.
Yeah. So we may
And,
see if they turn blonde or if they just end up looking like me.
I mean,
I'm making a little army.
Rayleigh looks like my sister, Gabby.
Kinda. I mean, she really.
She favors her a lot.
There's an odd resemblance of. No, I don't know why I said odd resemblance. It's of her mother. Like small aspects.
I think she looks more like my sister than anything.
I don't see your sister that often,
Yeah, that's true.
so I don't get the aspects.
But Bryson, yeah,
Person,
100%.
Yeah. And he acts like how I acted, kind of.
He acts the same way.
Well, I mean,
do
yeah,
too.
I guess we all acted kind of the same. Yeah.
We're boys. Like that's what
Yeah.
we all acted the same.
All kid boys are like default kid boys.
Yeah,
There's
we're just
there's very
high
little
energy,
Yeah.
crazy imagination.
Puberty is where that shit goes weird. You're like, oh,
Yeah, I know. It's
oh
like
my
that.
God.
That's where your deciding factor of what you turn into is like.
I was listening to
puberty.
people. I was listening to people talk about like the difference between going through puberty with estrogen, difference between going through puberty with testosterone, and there was an interview of a guy who, it was a woman who always felt like she was a guy, so she transitioned, and then I think she either wrote a book about it or just did a bunch of interviews about it, but talking about how her emotions went through going through puberty as a female, hearing puberty as a little girl, and then not really going through puberty, but going through the transition of becoming a man.
The
and then
testosterone.
hitting with testosterone,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh, I get it." Like she was like, I immediately like, she was like, I was like hungry, like
Hungry, you get angry so
yeah,
fast.
it's like it's a surge of emotions that like it's just not what you feel as
You're going through puberty again.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
What
I
you're
didn't
doing.
want to say
Exactly.
puberty, but
I mean,
you basically
you're going,
are.
You're
Basically,
putting
yeah,
your
yeah,
body
basically.
through the chemical process of
You're just
going
not going
through
through
puberty again.
You're just not going through the developmental stages.
Yeah, like you're going through the chemical process,
Yeah.
and that's what causes
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of the crazy, emotions, hormonal, everything like that.
And she was talking about how she was like, yeah, like there were times where like I was just so horny that I just saw every woman as an object. She was just like, I just wanted to take somebody, and she was like, yeah, I get it. I guess he was like, I get it. Like I understand that now. And I was like, that's
Yeah, but there's, at that, I mean,
it's cool to
You can
have
say I
someone that
understand
understands
it,
both
but,
sides
like,
of that.
yeah, but I mean, you have that feeling, but you still have to have that self control.
Well, I'm not saying this person just went around raping people, no. But no,
I know, but like just the way you said it, it's like, yeah, you can feel that, you can,
Yeah.
and that's what like makes the difference in people is like you have to have that
understand
self control of like,
yeah,
I can't do that.
But she was just understanding how like she could see how that seeps out of some people, or like out of like almost everybody sometimes. Like everyone's
Yeah.
at some time, every male at some time has objectified a woman, and it's
Of
just,
course.
it's just something because of testosterone. Like it's literally like a feral man just wanting a woman.
Well, I mean, look back at like
Not saying that's a good thing. I'm just
no,
saying
no, no,
it
but
happens.
like I mean, go back to like the like way
Oh,
long
yeah.
ago. That's all women were for was create. I mean, I'm not kidding.
You said here, folks. You're yeah, like
Women were they were
gatherers,
gatherers,
and then, like
they-
childbearers.
That long ago.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm saying like if we just go back far back, they
Cavemen,
were
yeah.
they were meant for reproducing and gathering. That's literally there was their sole purpose, and taking care of the children. That was their sole purpose, and that's. I mean, that's just. I mean, granted, it's not. Granted, they have a way bigger role now,
Yeah.
but back then, like that's.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was good in the world.
I still think you're iffy on the just coming out and being like, and that's what they're for.
No, back then, yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's a weird aspect of how these two chemicals affect people like differently, like these two genders, and even though like every female has a little bit of testosterone, every male has a little bit of estrogen.
Yeah.
It's just all about it's a balancing act. I was
Right.
actually listening to a thing talking about how women get the urge to masturbate less if their testosterone gets too low or if their estrogen gets too high, actually. Because estrogen actually represses
Yeah.
the urge to masturbate. I don't know why I mentioned that. It was just I was listening to a show about it.
All
I
right.
was like, oh, while we're on the subject.
I was gonna
Flick that
I was
bean,
gonna
ladies.
say something, but now that you're talking about masturbation, I don't feel like I should say it.
Go ahead, talk about your kids.
It
You're
was
upset.
about my kids.
Yeah, I
and
know.
like, now
I
I
had
feel
the
weird
feeling, yeah.
transitioning. No,
Anyways, your children.
we were all in the car, and they asked me about something, and it came like I had to basically talk about.
Let's just say it has nothing to do with what I was just
No,
saying.
it has. This is
nothing to do
unrelated.
with what I was just saying.
But basically, the question came up of puberty. And so I was telling my son, I was like, when you hit puberty, your voice starts to change. You'll go from like high to low real fast.
Yeah.
Your body will start changing. And then the next morning, he had like a dry throat, and he was like, Dad, I think I'm going through puberty. And I was
You're
like,
5.
I was like,
You're 5 years old. No, you're not. What if he was the first, though? What if he was the first to hit puberty at 5?
I know. And I was like, son, you just have a dry throat. And he goes, but I think I have a mustache.
I saw that post, yeah.
No, this was before that.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Now he thinks his mustache is really coming in because if the light hits it just right, there's some peach fuzz up there.
He has peach fuzz.
But he's also my kid, and I'm an extremely hairy person. Like he's gonna be hairy.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, he's like, Dad, I think I'm going through puberty.
I want to see
I'm
him
like,
at 9
"Son,
years
no,
old.
just drink
Holy
some
puberty.
water, man. You'll be fine.
You don't want to start this shit.
You don't
yet, I
want to hit
promise.
puberty at 5 or 4. He was 4 at the time. I'm like,
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
There's
What
so
if he
much.
did, though, and like at 9 years old, he just has a full beard?
The next morning, he's like, "Hey, Dad,
Mark Wells.
Hey, I fixed the truck, actually.
you do know my
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. That's weird.
That's my
but-
brother-in-law.
Yeah, but I mean, he had a beard at 8. He had a full fucking beard pretty much.
I had mine at like
Did you know him?
I went to school with him. I played
Oh.
football with him.
yeah.
Okay.
I know all of the Wells boys.
I think mine grew in. I was probably I was in 8th grade when mine started growing in.
Yeah, that was like what my Mark was like 7th or 8th grade is when he started
Yeah.
a full beard. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a weird feeling to be one of the only people to have facial hair.
Uh-huh.
When you're looking at all these other kids that like still baby face, I'm
yeah.
like,
Still kids.
wait, is this supposed to be happening? Like, am I? So I was literally like razor, just shaving my. I was like, I'm not supposed to have this yet.
I'm a weirdo.
I'm weird. Nobody likes me.
Oh, you're like the kid with the wings in X-Men movie.
No,
Batman just
I
shaving
legitimately thought, I was like, well, maybe this is why people don't talk to me that much. And so I was like shaving, and people still weren't talking to me that much. And I was like, what's wrong with me? And I thought, I was like, well, maybe it's because they know I can grow it. And so they're like, oh, I don't want to talk to him.
Or you're just a weird kid.
But it was because I'm such a,
Weird kid.
no, a loner. Like, I didn't want to talk to people. Like, I wanted to talk to people, but I was always like that person that just like kind of sat back and like didn't join in with the crowd.
So you're a shy kid.
Yeah, I was
Little shy guy.
very shy.
Little
Yeah.
bitch boy. Little piss baby.
No, that's just rude. No, that's just how I am. And I'm still like that, but like once you get me into that, then I'm like all in. But you have to like get me past that barrier because I'm not just gonna walk up and start a conversation. But if someone comes up to me and starts talking, I'll talk to them for a day and a half straight.
I've begun to enjoy just crossing that barrier on my own and just be like, no, fuck it. I'm in this conversation.
Like, well, it's a weird proposition I have of like, I want to, but I also don't want to. Like,
I have like very little responsibility or consequences. Like, so I don't have much to worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just walk up in a place.
Well, I mean, I could too.
Yeah, but you can't go crazy like I can.
Why?
Because you have responsibility.
I mean, we all have responsibility as human beings.
Yeah, but you have 3 kids and a wife. And a
So
house.
I can't just walk up and start talking to people?
I specifically said go crazy. Like just doing weird shit.
Okay. I could still do that.
Okay.
I just choose not to.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good way of just shutting down this conversation.
No, I
Also.
still-
I don't understand why he can't do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I understand
so
where
no, just going-
responsibility
just
comes
going
into
in,
it.
like just drinking and just just having a good just going all night.
I mean, the kids don't dictate whether he can or can't do that. Being in regular
Stay out all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because he has
Okay.
kids doesn't mean that he. I mean, I know a ton of shitty dads. Like
Whoa.
that's not. That doesn't.
Whoa.
Mean, that doesn't mean that I
Whoa.
didn't call anybody out. I said.
I mean that felt a little bit. Like
I
a
felt like
call-out.
you were saying I was a shitty dad.
No,
Felt like a direct correlation.
no.
There.
I'm saying that would be behavior of a shitty dad. So if he chose to do that,
Yeah.
he would earn the title.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But-
because of responsibility, like his responsibility makes it so he shouldn't do that.
But he can. Like that doesn't. Like,
But he doesn't, and he
because
probably
makes that
won't.
choice.
Yeah, I choose to be
But I don't
responsible.
think
So
but
responsibility wise,
I
he
think even if
he
without
can't do
kids,
that.
He wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't.
He wouldn't. Yeah, no, he wouldn't. He definitely wouldn't do that without kids, anyways, in the first place, just because of the type of person he is.
He had the crazy nights before.
He's not going to go out and do anything that's going to wind him up in jail. Even back in the day when we were doing crazy shit, he's still going to be pretty mellow. Like,
But I'm saying he wouldn't act the way he used to act, like with the way he has things now.
I think that's just growth. I don't think that's any. I'm saying I know people who are in their 30s who have 6 or 7 kids by several different baby mamas who still go out and do the same shit because they.
Okay,
can't
well
make
those are
their
just bad.
choices.
Those are just shitty people, though.
Like I said, what
Okay.
about him? Like they technically have the same responsibility.
Okay, so we're just having an argument now based on
Well, you're
the,
the one who
the
drug-
specific
you're the
word
one
of
who
saying
drug it out
can't
to this
instead
point.
of won't.
No, you're the one who drug it out to this point, though,
No.
because you said that he was arguing the same, and I'm just agreeing with him on this one. Like there was no, like you drug.
I'm
the
just saying
argument
because of
out.
his responsibility. So I said can't. I sure said he won't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that makes it a totally different conversation.
It's really not because
It really is though. Like I
It's not
can.
like I'm saying no, you can't. Like I'm restricting you. I'm saying you
say
can't do
no,
that
he
because
can't.
you won't do that. So since
Yeah.
you won't, it's kind of like you can't because it's not going to happen.
But it can.
It
I
won't-
can
it's-
literally just
that
like.
thing won't happen because of your responsibilities.
Yeah, but I could just decide one day that hey, I'm going to go do it, and I
like
go
said,
do it.
I don't even think it's his responsibilities that dictate that.
It's
I
my
think his
personality, yeah.
dictates that. Like I said, I've known you through the party phases.
Yeah, and I never got insane.
He never like there were nights where I was blackout drunk and he would never. So I'm just saying the type of person he is wouldn't. I think that's a choice not of responsibility, just of.
Like I just don't. Yeah, I just don't.
I mean, we just had the conversation how he wouldn't do that anyways too. Yeah, we just said that. Yeah, he wouldn't do that. We just said that's not the kind of person he is. And literally, this all started just because I said can't, and he said, and you guys just said, but he could. That was the entire argument that you guys just kept going on.
Because you say things like can't and won't and different things. So it's like, then if you didn't mean that, then clarify your spot. So we're not sitting here.
I just did clarify, and then you guys kept going with
after
it.
the argument was over. After we got to a point where
I said that like 2 minutes ago.
Okay, then we're done.
We're just okay. Jesus Christ. I say one word and it's like a 45-minute argument.
Well, I mean, A, we're
You could have just said,
podcasting.
you just said, oh, he probably just wouldn't. And I'd be like, yeah, he probably just wouldn't. Didn't have to be an argument.
It wasn't really an argument. It was a
That was
discussion.
that was an argument.
How was that an argument?
That was an argument.
I felt like it was a discussion.
That was an argument.
Okay. I mean, I didn't feel like we were arguing. I felt like we were discussing it, and
No, that was more like people like fighting for their side.
no, I wasn't.
That felt slightly more aggressive than usual.
I think that you felt defensive, but I felt like that was.
I felt like I was just trying to end it. I was just like, he just wouldn't. He won't.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's the point we're making is the wouldn't and can't are two different things. And that was the point we were making.
Yeah, and I corrected myself, and then we kept going.
I feel like it started dying down after once that happened.
Well, yeah, the silence of just everyone staring at each other.
Okay.
Definitely off the rails at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you say can't instead of won't, and all of a sudden,
Well, words are important.
Words are important.
Why shaking
Goodbye.
your head? Like, I'm not mad.
I'm not either.
You feel a little
No,
worked up.
that just felt annoying. That was just the most annoying conversation that we've had. Well, one of them.
One of them.
That's
One
fair.
of them.
That's a fair statement.
One didn't get aired and won't.
It should. I think that should get aired.
I don't think so. Yeah, so
Yeah, there we go.
I guess
Congratulations. Goodbye.
I guess we'll see you next week. I mean, hopefully we all calm down by then.
Yeah,
I'm
congratulations.
gonna fight the entire house.
You know
Have a
what?
good
Yeah, I'm keeping
Thursday.
this energy up next week. I'm coming in strong.
If we keep this energy next week, I'm not showing up next week.
You will.
It's like, I won't.
Bye.
Till next week.